Welcome to day 6. Today's program is 14 minutes long. It has one more exercise than yesterday for a total of 7. We're going to do weight shifts. To do weight shift, it's a good idea to grab on the back of the chair. Then your knees are going to stay stiff and you're going to lean all your weight to one side, kind of lifting the other leg up. Then all your weight to the other side, lifting the opposite leg up. Now, this exercise is to help you improve your weight shift. A lot of times when people shuffle, they don't shift their weight. They tend to walk very stiffly, very straight, because they're afraid of putting all their weight on one leg. And if you notice when I do this, I'm putting all my weight on the leg I'm standing on and leaning the other leg out to the side. If you're good at this, or over time, if you feel like you're getting stronger, you can let go with one hand and then keep leaning to the side, leaning to the side. You could even do it without holding on at all. It just depends on your level of confidence in yourself and on your balance. That's the goal, is to try to get to the point where you're not holding on at all, but it's fine to hold on in the beginning. What you want to do is lean as far as you can to each side. I want you to really practice and getting more confident in leaning. If you're struggling with this, you're not alone. A lot of people that I work with struggle with this exercise because they're afraid of putting their weight over. They're afraid they're going to fall. You've got the chair in front of you. You should be feeling pretty confident. And what you really want to do is lean all your weight over one leg and all your weight over the other. This is your chance to practice this more normal weight shift pattern. And probably when you were younger, that's exactly how you did it. If you need to rest at all, you can. I didn't mention that before, but at any point with these, you can sit down and rest. We're just about done here, just a couple more reps, and make sure you lean to each side. Okay. Now we're going to do single leg stands. I recommend that you hold the back of the chair. You put one leg on the ground, one leg up off the ground. I'm lifting my leg up. You're shifting your weight over to the leg you're standing on, and then try to let go. And you want to try to let go of both hands if you can, and then do the same thing on the other leg. So standing on the right leg, both hands off of the chair, and you're just balancing over your foot. Now, if you're struggling with this, or if you let go and you immediately fall down, the reason that's happening to you is you're not shifting your weight. And if you've noticed, a lot of these exercises focus on weight shift. This is the hardest weight shift exercise of all, because I'm asking you to stand on one leg. Your goal is to be able to do this for about 20 seconds on one leg. I'm not going to show you that because most of the people that are doing this exercise class, they're not going to be able to do that. But I want you to make that as your goal. So even though I'm not doing it, that's what you should be working towards, is maybe just doing this for 20 seconds on each leg. Most people, it's going to be very fast. Just keep going. What I've learned with balance training is that people give up very quickly when they can't do something. They go, oh, I can't do that, so they want to move on to the next exercise. It's that repeated having trouble with something or failing at something that actually gets you better. So you have to be willing to do that over and over again. So even if you're only doing it for a second, go to the other leg and keep going. Don't stop. Don't give up. A child learns to walk this exact way and they don't give up. That's the thing, when we're little babies, we have it within us just to keep going. But you need to try it the same way. Just keep going with this exercise. It will get better. It may take you a few tries of doing it before it starts to improve. Just a few more here. I think this is our last one. Okay. So now we're going to do knee flexion. We're going to grab the chair and you're going to just bend one leg up behind you like you're trying to kick your bottom, then shift and do the other leg. So this is good strength exercise. It works your hamstring muscles, which are the big muscles on the back of your leg. You use those muscles when you're standing, when you're going up and down stairs. They're good, one of the most important muscles to get stronger to improve your balance. Now, the goal of this is to do it without holding on, because then that improves your balance as well and your weight shift. But if you need to put one finger or both fingers or both hands, that's fine. The idea is that over time, the more you practice this, you're going to get better and better, and you're going to be able to hold on less and less. It doesn't take that much to get better at these. Usually repeating this 4 or 5 times, this routine, you're going to see an improvement. Even if you only do each exercise for a third of the time, you're still going to see a really good improvement. Because some people just need a longer rest to be able to recover enough to do the next exercise. Don't be discouraged if that's you. Now this exercise also improves our weight shift. So shifting your weight is so important to having more normal and stable gait. But a lot of people get afraid of falling and they stop weight shifting. So with the chair in front of you and the other chair behind you, this is a good way to practice a weight shift. I'm just going to keep going. If you need to rest at any point, you can. And I'm aiming for my bottom. I'm trying to lift my legs up as high, kind of aiming towards my buttocks, but not really touching that. About a 45-degree angle is what I'm getting. Just a couple more repetitions here. And we're just about done. One more and good. So now we're going to do backward stepping. So you want to grab onto your chair. You're going to turn in one direction, and you only need to take 3 steps backward. Okay? Then you can grab the chair again, turn around facing the other direction, and then do the same thing in the other direction. Now, I'm only doing 3 steps, and that's because I don't want to get away from my chair. If you get away from the chair, it's more dangerous. The goal is to do this without holding on. So the goal is to be able to do this. Now, if you're struggling with your balance, that's going to be hard. You can put one finger or your whole hand on the chair. You also have the other chair just in case. But if you watch my feet, I'm not just sliding them, I'm actually lifting them up. That's part of your goal, is to be able to do this with lifting your feet behind you. Let me explain what this benefits. First of all, a lot of people tell me, I never walk backwards. I don't have to walk backwards. That's untrue. When you're getting ready in the morning, when you're cooking, when you're getting dressed, you're definitely taking some steps backwards. And there's been some research on this, and they found that people that never practice walking backwards, when they do walk backwards even a little bit, that's when they lose their balance. So practicing it is a great way of preventing yourself from falling and improving this skill. At any point, if you want to sit down and rest in these 2 minutes, you can. I'm going to go the full 2 minutes. I am lifting my foot and I'm shifting my weight. So I'm not just lifting my foot, but I'm putting my weight on the leg I'm standing on, which is so important. This also can actually improve your forward walking, because by doing things in reverse like this, it improves the opposite. We're just about done. And that's it. So we're going to step sideways over something. I'm using a rolled up towel. You can use whatever you want. The taller, the harder it is. I'm putting it on the ground. Both of my feet are on one side. And all I'm going to do is step sideways with one foot and step sideways with the other foot. Now, I'm going to hold the chair at first. If your balance is better, or as you get better at this, you can go to one finger and then no fingers, and just have the chair in front of you just in case. Now, this does a couple things. It's helping me practice a really good weight shift, because in order to bring my leg up and over the object, I've got to shift my weight onto the leg I'm standing on. And for a lot of people that shuffle or people that are having trouble or fear of falling, that's really hard to do, to shift their weight. So in a way, this is a good way to kind of practice it, almost trick yourself into doing it, which is what we all need if we're having trouble with it. It also works the muscles on the sides of your legs. If you're getting tired at all during this 2 minutes, you can rest whenever you want. You can sit down for as long as you want. But try to keep going for the whole 2 minutes if you can. Even if you rest for 20 seconds, then stand up and keep going with me. You don't have to do my pace with this. You can go slower or faster. And definitely, if you're feeling strong, just let go. It's a good exercise. And I am putting my toe down first. When I bring my foot over, you want to bring your toe first. That's kind of what that big toe is for, is to help us figure out where we are in space. We're just about done, just a couple more of these to go. And I think this is the last one. So now we're going to do something called tapping. I'm going to use a target. You should have something in front of you to see. It could even be just a piece of tape on the ground. What you want to do is tap each foot forward, touching this object in front of you. So you want to tap with the right leg and then tap with the left leg. And you're just tapping it. I'm not putting any pressure on it. I'm not putting my weight on it. If you're finding that you're stepping on it, you're doing it a little bit, that makes it easier. You want to make it a little bit harder for yourself. The idea is you're keeping all your weight on the leg you're standing on, and you're tapping, but not losing the weight, your body weight being on the leg you're standing on. If you put your foot down and push down, then you're shifting your body weight forward, and that's not what this exercise is about. This is a great exercise to do if you're shuffling. Now you notice I'm letting go. If you're struggling with this, you can put one hand or both hands on the chair, that's fine. But your goal is to get to the point where you're tapping. If I have a patient that comes in the office and they're shuffling, this is definitely one of the exercises that I'll have them practice every single time they come in for 2 minutes, usually 2 or 3 times for 2 minutes. Because what this does is remind the person that they can shift their weight. But because this chair is in front and the other chair is behind them, they feel more confident at practicing this because they're not afraid of falling. And a lot of times it's that fear of falling that stops us from doing this correctly. You want to get a nice fluid weight shift. So right leg shift, left leg shift, and then tapping your foot forward at the same time. We just have a couple more to do. Of course, in all of these, you can always rest whenever you want. We're almost done. Just a few more. And that's the last one. So now we're going to do heel to toe walking. You're going to grab here and you're going to take 3 steps going heel to toe forward. Then turn towards the chair and go 3 steps heel to toe in the other direction. Now, only doing 3 steps because you don't want to get away from your support chair, just for safety. Some people like to do this like next to a countertop so they can go more than just 3 steps. But actually 3 steps is enough to give you that balance challenge. Your goal is to let go completely and do this without holding the chair at all. But for a lot of people that are watching this video, that's too hard. And it's okay if you want to put your hand on there every so often or hold on for dear life, whatever it takes so that you can start to do this. But your thinking should be over time to let go more and more and not use the chair as much as time goes by. So even if you're doing it right now holding on, try to let go just a little bit and see if you can handle it. Doing this is mainly a balance challenge. It challenges your balance because your feet are close together, so your base of support is close. And it's just harder to maintain your balance when your feet are close together. But if you're shuffling or walking with your feet very wide apart, practicing this can help you get that back to normal again. People that shuffle are also people that fall, because when you shuffle, it's harder for you to adjust for anything in your way, and it's just a lot more likely that a rug or an uneven floor is going to send you into a fall. So practicing this can really help prevent falls. We're almost done. Just a few more rounds here. And with all these exercises, you can always rest when you need to. And I think we're just about done. I hope you found this video helpful. Click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this.